Hey guys, so happy Friday, everyone. So for this video, we're gonna talk about the top stocks that have that had the largest volume for today. I want to talk about Converge, BDO, Dito, ICT, SM, Ali, Metrobank, uh, Pure Gold, MPI, SM Prime, URC, JFC, PLDT, Ayala Corp, and PXP. So I'm going to show you how you can also do it, that it doesn't take a lot of time for you to analyze it. It doesn't take a lot of time for you to be able for you to build your strategy, because that's what technical analysis does also. That just by looking at the charts, it helps you find your own opinion already, whether you should buy, sell, or avoid or hold the stock. So that's what it is. This video will just focus on technical analysis. It will focus on support and resistance. It will focus on strategic areas on where you can plot it, and then if it's worth buying, selling, holding, avoiding based on the technical analysis principles that we have discussed. So by the way, if you're new to this, my name is Marvin Germo. If you want more of technicals, subscribe to this channel. And you want more about investing and trading the market, subscribe to my main channel, Marvin Germo, where we have over 1,600 videos already there, with the whole goal of educating you, giving you the right information so you can trade the markets with confidence. But please do know this: do not buy a stock just because it's mentioned or someone else from YouTube is talking about it. Please study, make your own due diligence so that you can analyze it properly, because at the end of the day, it's your money, it's your responsibility. You have to take the time to learn where you're deploying your capital into. So let's begin. I want to start with Converge. As you all know, since they did the IPO this week, we've done talking about a lot of the news related items on it. So it will just form and be part of our stocks by request. And I plotted this yesterday when I made a video on certain stocks that you guys requested. And it's quite clear now if you look at it here. I mentioned that the resistance was at 15.25, and textbook short term resistance. True enough, we saw Converge got blocked as it hit the 15.5 level. So as you see it here, Converge tried to open close back again to the 15.5, 15.3 level, but it reinserted itself, it reconfirmed itself that this area is a level of resistance. Now, if selling continues Monday, possible retracement, possible drop for Converge could bring it back to 13.9, but the breakout will bring it close to the 16.8 IPO price, that where we started Converge. So as of now, no, Converge, from the time it opened, or at least from close to its IPO price, it's currently down around 12.1%. So that's where we are for Converge. Now let's look at BDO. For BDO, this is where BDO is there. Uh, if you allow me to zoom in, you will see this. Linisin ko lang ng konti para mas clear para sa inyo. I'll just remove this, remove this too, this too, this one also, this one also. So what we see right here is this is a resistance that it broke out from that particular level last week, but this week the support level did not hold. So breakdown from the 93.33 level will just bring BDO back, and possibly back here to the 84.95 level, which is our level of support. So as you can see here, it's still consistent that BDO is still relatively, as of this point in time, moving sideways with with this as the specific resistances for the stock. So please take note of all of this that I reference to all of you. I left all of the markings from the other video that we made for support and resistance. So please just take note of those levels. Our resistance is 113, 114. The next one is around 102. The next one is the support that broke and is now the new resistance is 93.56. So the support that we're looking at right now for BDO is at the 84.95 level. So please do note that since the drop last March, BDO as of today still moving sideways and still has not really shown us any ideologies that it's actually reversing. So that's where we are. We talked about Converge, we talked about BDO. Let's talk about Dito. You know what's interesting also, aside from Converge and aside from BDO, I think it's smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm so that more and more people get to see videos like this. And if you really like to support the channel, appreciate it. If you can, like, if there's something that stands out to you, feel free to put them in the comment section. So textbook also similar to Converge. Dito, was at the resistance, failed to break out from the resistance today. How do I know it's the resistance? Look at this area. Binilugan ko na siya from the last time. So, ganun din dito. This is our particular resistance for dito, 7.02. Failure to break this level will result into a retracement from 5.86. For people who bought it at the support, you're supposed to be up around 21%. It's not also wrong if you would want to take profits at that particular area. So we talked about Converge video dito. Let's talk about ICT. This is connected to logistics. So as you can see here, a couple of days ago, ICT broke down from the 20-day moving average. But if you'll allow me to plot this, this is not naman the major trend, but this is the trend that started from the reversal that happened last March. So pretty much, no, we're still seeing ICT still progressing and moving in its uptrend. If it bounces off of the 50-day moving average, or if it bounces off the trend line that I just posted today, then it's possible that the upward trend for ICT is still intact. But for those who want to trade it from a shorter perspective, here's the support. Next support is it coincides with the 50-day moving average at the 110 peso level, and our resistance level is somewhere naghahang ang aking laptop. I don't know why. Let me see why it's hanging. I will try to erase or at least remove some of the open windows para baka bumilis somehow, some way. Tapos yung may meeting ako ng StarCraft, yung mga ka-meeting ko ng StarCraft, message na ako. So, resistance is 110, support is 110, resistance is at the 120 level. So, please do note, the 50-day moving average coincides with the 110 support. It's also very, very close to our upward trend. So if it bounces over the next few days, support is 110, resistance is 120. That's the possible tradable range for ICT. And if it bounces for the next week, it just reinforces that the upward trend that we're seeing for ICT is still pretty much intact. So that's where we are. Now let's look at another large cap stock. Let's look at SM. For SM, I noted this for the last video, so I'm just gonna erase this so at least we have better context. As you can see here, guys, you have a 991 resistance level, which SM this week failed to break. The resistance at the 991 level, I'll zoom out so you see it very, very well. No, so it's similar to a lot of the stocks that we've talked about, that a lot of them this week failed to break out from the resistance level. It further reiterates the sideways movement that the stock is possibly progressing. So if selling will continue to happen for SM, possible narrative is it goes back to the 901 level, which from this vantage point is its current support level. So possible support levels for SM: 901, failure to hold 901, 850, failure to hold 850, 778. Resistance as of this point in time is at the 991 level. So watch out for the 901 level, no, kasi if it fails to hold that, then it may come back in this downward trending slope that we're trying to make here. And if 901 does not hold, SM could go back to 850. And if 901 does not hold, that also means that the 200-day, 50-day, and 120-day moving average is not holding its ground, and we may see more bearish movements for the stock. What's interesting, comparing it to other large caps, SM was unchanged. BDO down, but Ali up 2.48%, which is quite interesting because Ali has one of the largest in terms of how do I put this? Ali is one of the largest allocations in terms of market cap, so it has one of the largest influence also in the PSEi, along with SM BDO and SM Prime as well, and along also with Ayala Corp and other conglomerates that people consider large cap. So Ali might be up today, but if you notice it here, it's still moving within the same range that we talked about. It's still moving within the same range that, if you look at it very, 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 very well, it failed to hold the support at 3384 level, which is now the new resistance. That being said, we have a resistance at 3384, and the next resistance is at 37.95. If it goes up next week but fails to break out the 33.85 level, then the possible move for Ali will just be 33.85 and 30.74. This is its possible tradable range, and this could be the possible movement that we could possibly see for it. 30.74 to 33.84, and it it will push the stock to move sideways. This is a 9.7 peso tradable range. Comment below if you're learning, comment if this is something that's helping you, and please smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video gets seen more and more and more. And appreciate it that if you get value from this, and you want more Filipinos to gain value from this, and you want more Filipinos to learn not from a stock pick type of scenario, but really principles, strategies that you can learn and you can use and you can take at home, that you can take home and you can use and you can make your own. Now, MBT, very, very clear also. We circled that last time that there's a resistance at the 42.91 level. So for those who bought it at the 33.06 level, it's so clear. It's a 29.5% tradable range. And for those who bought at 33, it might be interesting also how you take a look at it close to the 43 level because it failed to break out from the resistance. And that being said, also possible narrative, possible place of where MBT could go. Also, if selling will possibly continue for the stock. Again, this is not, if you notice it, no, this is not prediction, this is not forecast. It's just us basing it from a support and resistance level. Selling continues, then it may retrace first here, 36.33, and the lowest area that we have a level of support is around the 33 level. But you could, if you want to put shorter, smaller ones, you could put this area. So please just write this down: 39.6 support, 36.25 support, and 33.06 as the support level. And for those who traded this range, congratulations also to you. It's a decent move up, also giving you a 29.5% tradable range. Next, let's look at pure gold. For pure gold, I want to show this to all of you. For pure gold, it's somehow right now resting already at the current support level, which we posted in the previous video at 41.14. I repeat, pure gold is currently resting at the support level that we plotted from our previous videos, 41.14. It's still within, if you look at it here, it's still within this downward trending line that we currently have. So again, if 41.14 does not hold, it's projected to drop close to where the next support is at 37.5. But if it bounces, and it has already shown it that it did also, it has a shot to hit the 44, which there is a short-term resistance, all the way up to the 47 level where pure gold currently has the resistance. So 41.14 support, 47 resistance. Next, let's look at MPI. MPI, if you notice it here, very, very clear, also very, very textbook. So interesting that it's still currently moving sideways. Again, the upward movement that caused it to go up was the disclosure also that there was a buyback happening, that the company was buying back shares, and that brought more buying to the stock. And please do note that prior to the 4 peso level, we've been saying it and we've been maintaining it that MPI is a very defensive stock, but not just it's a defensive stock. Where it is right now, it's relatively cheap as compared to what its actual value is. So from a support and resistance perspective, the narrative for MPI, it's a 7.1 tradable range, 4.12 resistance, 3.84 support. The upward trending line is still pretty much there as of now. So that's MPI. We have a couple of more stocks to go. If you're just tuning in now, we have Converge, BDO, Dito, ICT, SM, Ali, MBT, Pure Gold, MPI. I'm still going to talk about SM Prime, URC, JFC, PLDT, Ayala Corporation, and PXP. So 6 more. And if you've noticed it, we've analyzed a lot of stocks, but we're just at the 13-minute mark. And that's just to show you that even if you're busy, you can just use technicals because it does not take a lot of time for you to be able to analyze it. It does not take a lot of time for you to be able to win and to be able to trade the markets, to be able to find a strategy for you to be able to find areas of buying and selling. And that's what I think makes it makes it so interesting, because even if you're busy, it's just a few minutes of your time plotting support and resistances, and then you can actually save it. You don't have to leave it. It can be there, and it can just be a way for you to just look at it every time that you want to make a position, or every time that you want to actually get out of the position that you're trying to move as well. So very, very clear also here, as you can see, there's a resistance at the 33.78 level, which this week hindi niya na break, which this week it tried to go above it, but it did not hold, and it's currently moving on a very, very thin range. Support 31.96, resistance 33.78, and this upward trending line is still pretty much intact. So please do note, breakout from 33.8, target or resistance 38.47, failure to hold 33.78, support is 31.96, next possible support is 29.7, which will coincide also to where the uptrend of the stock is. Comment if you're learning, comment if this is something that is helping you. So now URC, so nothing much happened to URC this week. It's just consistently moving still in the sideways range that we have. Range is 145, resistance, support is at the 130 level. Nandun din yung 200-day moving average, 145 resistance. So there. By the way, about to start my meeting now. I have a 9:30 meeting, guys. So they're already sending their messages. But of course, we're gonna finish this through. We're gonna plow this through. We're gonna continue and finish this for all of you. So 130.87 support. So again, as what I've mentioned and as what we've been talking about in all of our other videos, that if selling continues to happen for next week, then it will just go back to where the support is at 130.87, and then your resistance is at 145.48. That's your tradable range. That's your support, and resistance is at 10.7% range. And if you'll allow me to plot this also, this is its upward trending line. Yes, this is upward trending line where we're currently seeing the lows continue to push higher, which if it breaks out from the 145 level, then it may bring the stock, at least, no, it might clear that particular resistance, and we may see a more bullish trend also start to form. But for those trading for the short term, 130 support, 145 resistance, that's your current tradable range. By the way, if you guys have any other stocks that you guys want me to analyze over the weekend, put them in the comment section, and we're gonna try to make videos on that. Or slide a DM on Instagram if you have a very, very personal question. Next is Jollibee. Jollibee has been one of the most requested stocks still. Hundreds of messages just pertaining to Jollibee in a day across my social media platforms. And thank you so much to all of you who have been sending your messages. We're just going to keep on posting, giving you content and giving you so much value. And if you've noticed it from my previous videos, I've mentioned that 180, 181, 182, 183, 184 is a resistance level for Jollibee. And as it approached that level, please do note that last week we saw Jollibee close at 179. We saw it also October 26 opened 179, very, very close to the resistance at the 180 level, which we also saw a level of selling. So I'd like to say this: if selling will continue, then you could possibly see Jollibee retrace back to the 150 level. But the reversal from this long and massive downtrend is still pretty much intact. And I really believe that if it stays above 150, if 150 will hold, then we're seeing Jollibee legitly, continually confirm its reversal. But for those who want to trade, you just note this: 150, 180, that's a tradable range. If 150, if it bounces from 180, target price, bounces from 150, target price 180, 20% trade. 150 does not hold, it could retrace back to 125, or at least the upward trending line. Breakout from 180, we may see Jollibee have a shot to go to close to 200 already. So let's see. I'll keep you updated. PLDT, if you look at it here, if you'll allow me to plot this together, the upward trend got broken. It's currently sideways right now. 1275, 1274 support. Resistance is the 1483 level. This is your tradable range. It's around 15.8, around 16%. 200-day moving average is at the 1174 level. 1274 does not hold. We could see PLDT go down to 1174. Bounce from 1274, it will try to challenge again the 1483 level. As of this point in time that it's currently sideways, we're seeing money moving out currently as of this point in time from a volume oscillator standpoint level. Lastly, our last two stocks, we have Ayala Corporation. For Ayala Corporation, let me just clear this, clear this, clear this, 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 this. So if you look at it here, it's so clear that the 762 that we encircled level support did not hold. It's now currently the resistance. It tried to go up today. As it went up today, it got blocked at the 762 level. So please do write this down. Support Ayala Corp 723, resistance Ayala Corp 762. breakout from 762, next possible resistance 806, failure to hold 762, possible retracement 723 level. Lastly, PXP, as you all know, moved because of the news that there's now exploration that's possibly happening. And since all of that happened, we saw PXP start to massively push up, go up, and move higher. So possible resistances for PXP here, 13.6, 11.24, which is now the new support, then 10.31, then you have another one here at 9.11, then another one here. So current area that PXP broke out from is 11.25. If it that solidifies itself as a support, resistance right now is 13.6. Failure to hold that level, possible retracement will be 10.3. So the tradable range 11.24 to 13.6 is 20.03 or 20.3. Failure to hold 11.24, downside will possibly bring it to 10.31 level. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope that this is something that's helpful to all of you. 21 minutes, 15 stocks, kasama na yung kwento. If you guys got a lot from this, appreciate it if you could like, share, subscribe. For those who asked questions about Premium Bonds, we have a video that dropped a couple of hours ago in my main channel talking about Premium Bonds for 2020. Then, a couple of hours ago in this channel, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., I answered the question that, what if you have 20 million pesos? We had a subscriber that sent that question. What are you supposed to do with it? Saan mo dapat lalagay? How do you diversify? How do you invest it? What are you supposed to do? I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I want to discuss more stocks over the weekend. Just put them in the comment section, the stocks and your questions. Sige, ganito. Stocks, then line, then whatever your question is. Then I'll try to make a video to answer it. Then if you have any other questions, also just feel free to put it there. If you stayed until the end, I'd like to know if this video is so valuable. What did you learn from this? Or kung wala talaga kayong gusto sabihin pero gusto niyo lang tulungan yung YouTube algorithm, sabihin niyo lang, I stayed until the end. So that's it. Marvin Germo, Friday, StarCraft time, meeting time. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all. And by the way, may lalabas dito mga icon. Kung gusto niyo pamanood ng mga videos ko, click niyo lang sila. And bye, guys.